Hi, I'm Brad Knowles, producer of Friday Night Flies, hosted by Scott Leboldus and Scotty Holmes. Enjoy the show. All right, take it away, buddy.
It's Friday Night Flies. We're back in house. Last tie of the night.
And we got another secret for you. Scotty was in the fight.
Yeah. That Homer. Telling ya, he's got a mean right cross. Mean right cross. Don't cause shit in his restaurant. That's right. What I gotta say. Longhorn, bottom of the hill, where all the shenanigans happen. All the hockey players hang out. Anyway, it's Friday Night Flies. We're back again. Got a great pattern for you. The Ally Shrimp, I can't take credit for it. I saw it on Facebook through a tyer called John Scott. So this is my version of what he tied. There wasn't a material list or anything, so I just kind of looked at the picture and was like, I can do that. And so I'm pretty sure that I've done some substitutions from his original pattern. So we Friday Night Flied it. I don't know.
Looks pretty damn good to me.
Yeah,
awesome. I haven't seen the original, but that looks pretty damn good.
I'm digging it. So let's go down. Get a little close up, and we'll do a little rody. So there we go. So it is, obviously you can see from the top view there, it is a shrimp pattern. I do have more of this beautiful golden pheasant in pink and in purple, and one other color, I forget what it is, but chartreuse it is. So I will definitely be tying a couple of variations of this guy.
Those are the 4 colors I have.
I think those are the 4 basic that pretty much they all take. So that's how you get that nice wing on the back, and it gives that illusion of the eyes of the shrimp.
That's what that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Lady Amherst is the long feather off the back of it, and then so that's the golden.
The base.
Yeah, that's the neck. Anyhow, so that's our pattern. Shall we get to it? Make this happen?
Let's do this.
Show you how the magic's done, so you can add this to your box. Ooh, that's a tacky mustad hook.
Sticky.
Sticky. She's sticky. So we start off. It's a nice big 1/0 hook. Can you still see my nice tooth in there?
Oh yeah, definitely can.
That's rocking.
Your lack of tooth.
My lack of tooth. So I got my 8/0 black thread going on here. I'm just going to wrap that base up. And I'm going to take it just past the hook bend, kind of about halfway between that hook tip and the barb. Get rid of our tag. And if I'm a little shaky, I've been drinking a couple of cups of this lovely McCafe coffee.
Buddy, is it dynamite?
It's dynamite. It's going down like there is no tomorrow. So I've just got this big caffeine surge. So if I keep yammering, that would be why.
Well,
keep it entertaining.
Because I didn't say anything.
So we're gonna take that thread. Woo! Slow, calm, center. Ooh. We're gonna take that thread back up near the front, and I got some uni French silver oval
Tinsel.
Yeah, but it's not tinsel, but
Isn't it?
It's French.
Oh no, yeah, it is. A uni French oval medium.
Yeah, it's French. So
Sorry.
it's this lovely stuff that is on a lot of those fancy classic salmon spey flies. So we're going to be taking that back to where we tied in, wrapping back up. I'm going to try and clean up my threads here a little bit. So we're going to be making a little tag with this. So now I'm just coming maybe a couple turns ahead of that hook point, and I'm going to very nicely and carefully wrap this French up. Nice touching turns. I know on my side it looks beautiful, and I don't have any black showing, and I'm hoping on your side it's the same. And it looks like one more, and we are there. Okay, so I'm gonna trap this. Wink. There we go. tight turn, and then fold it back on itself and lock that in, lock her down, put it in your material keeper for later, because that is going to then become our rib, which I am going to get the body material in now, which is this awesome Antron from Superfly. It's a fire orange. And again, I'm going to do nice touching wraps, if I can, all the way up this body. I like just tilting it so I can see my hook a little better. I don't know why. Personally, I just like it on a bit of an angle.
Me too.
This is all going to get covered up, but I'm just kind of bulking up that just a bit. I might go... I'm just going to quickly go back, and I'm going to do that one more time just to get a little bit of bulk in there.
Just hold her steady for 2 seconds. I just want to make sure that the focus is. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. The focus is a little off. There it is.
You got her?
Yeah.
All right, up and up and up and up. Excuse the sniffles. I've been fighting a cold for the week. Alright, so we're going to take this up towards the eye. I'm going to...
Oh, Melissa Miles is checking in. She's East Coast, Cape Breton, Nova Scotia.
trap that Antron on top.
Sean Cameron at Whitecourt, Alberta. I lived it. I went to high school in Whitecourt, Alberta.
Get out of here.
Right on.
Whitecourt Hilltop High.
Dude, hey! He probably just lives across the street. He could be a cousin of yours.
Yeah, yeah.
He could be related.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Sean, how's Alberta tonight? Hopefully it's not snowing.
Now, what we're ready for is this tail. So I'm using some polar bear here. It looks like the original pattern might have been bucktail. I'm going to choose polar bear, one for the color. I discovered I didn't have any orange bucktail. But two, I do like the flow and pearlescence of the polar bear a lot better. And we're going to do a pretty good sized tail on it. It's about the length of the hook shaft.
I mean, it sounded pretty funny.
And I'm just going to make sure this is straight up and down again because I want this polar bear to be right on top. Now if you've ever used polar bear, it is pretty slick material. So you want to have yourself a good tag end to really secure it in. Just fold it all down. Nice tight turns. Clean that all up. Beautiful. Next, a little bit of flash. And I'm doing a little bit of chartreuse pearl flash. I'm just going to find a roughly the middle there. Okay, that's it. I'm going to tie that in on top. A couple turns, grab this other stack, fold it back. So I got that pearl flash now on top of the polar bear. Make sure it's all hanging good.
Tail's done.
Tail is done. And then we're going to do, again, some nice bulking wraps all the way forward.
You got a good audience happening here, Scotty.
Hello, everybody. And so I'm taking that about, I don't know, what do we say, 2/3. I'm just going to trim some of this random fibers out of here. Yeah, we're going about 2/3 of the way up because we're going to do a little bit of a color change in here after. But with this Antron, because it is a multi-strand material, it's best to use the rotary vise because it also, you can see there, it all comes apart. It does come kind of spun, which I'm just going to give it a little spin back up. So if you do it by hand and just wrap this around like a normal thread, basically it's going to unspin its natural. See how now that I've spun it, it kind of stays together more. So if you just try to wrap, it's a lot more difficult. Putting it in the rotary, I might have to start one first just to get that tail trapped. There we go. Is going to help just to keep those fibers all together nicely.
And you can also see both sides of the fly when you do it. So
Yeah,
you're not feeling any of that black.
Yeah, and this stuff's a lot thicker, right? So if you're double upping somewhere, it's really going to show instead of having nice touching wraps, which is going to give you this nice smooth body like so. So that's done. Get my cradle out of the way. I'm going to trap it in there.
That makes it a beautiful body, man. It's got a shimmer to it.
It's got a shine. It's got depth. Alright, that's that taken care of. I'm just going to make sure my tail kind of gets pushed over when you do that first wrap. There we go. She's still in there. Now, our color change, I'm using a little bit of the Diamond Dub in the black. I think that's another one of them great Superfly products.
Diamond Dub, use it all the time.
And I'm just going to dub it onto my thread.
Awesome. Show himself too. I guess he's got a bunch of them in. Superfly. You can show them that if you want.
There you go. These preloaded
Show it back
kits
and you can see, yeah.
with the holes in them. Those things are perfect.
Come and get them. Bye-bye.
Yeah. And the nice thing is you run out of the particular color, you can buy a pack and you just shove it in the hole. Or open her up and shove it in. So I'm doing a little bit of this black in here. Make sure you don't crowd that eye. So with that space that's left, I'm just doing about half of that last third of that hook. With a good amount of that dubbing. Alright, so now we're going to do our rib up. So we're going to take that French tag that we had left, nice even wraps going around. Ooh, I might have cut mine just the right size.
Yeah, I was just gonna say
Hackle pliers. There we go. That makes this job a little bit easier.
Making it.
Alright, wrapped up. Trapped. Lock her down. Now I'm going to do some really good tight turns over that tag end. I'm just going to give it a quick little half hitch. Because I'm going to grab the Velcro. Now with the Velcro, and because you use that French, you're going to be gentle pulling this stuff out, otherwise you will peel all the silver off of that French really easily. So I just want to tease some of that beautiful dubbing out of there. Oh yeah, oh, bug it out, bugging it. Okay, so that's out, push her back, and we're ready to go again. Now, we go to some bucktail in black. And I don't need super long fibers, so here's your opportunity. You know, when you have the big cape, you can use some of the stuff on the inside. I like this particular one. Again, it's one of those Superfly pieces that I had left over, and it is all UV cured, so double bonus points. So I'm going to cut some of that off and get rid of all this down in the middle and all those shorter little tags. I'm just pulling it out with my fingers, making sure I keep my tips good. I can see all the downs out. I'm going to measure my length, so I want it to come back. I want it sitting just near the butt of the fly. And I can see I have a lot in the front, so I'm going to trim that up a little before I tie this on. And I'm going to kind of do like what we do with deer hair, is I'm going to let it spin. So I'm going to start it, instead of putting it right on top, I'm going to put it towards me. I'm going to put a nice loose loop, and I'm going to coax it with my fingers. So I've gone around twice now, and I'm just going to coax it around.
Nice.
I'm keeping tension on that bobbin. I got her spun around. Now I'm going to try and trap all that. I'm going to give some good wraps. I'm going to push all this stuff back. I'm going to get my thread winding in between all of that. That helps to really lock that in so it doesn't slip out. And that could be a fly right there. If you left it like that, it's going to push a lot of nice water. I'm just going to try and get some of those pieces up and out of the eye. I'm going to really just kind of snug it back. See how it pushed right back from the eye there? And use your fingers, push those fibers back, and really lock down in front. There you go. So that creates a little bulk. It's going to help keep that fly's shape.
John Bixler's checking in from Huntington Beach, California. How you doing, Johnny?
Ooh,
Nice to hear from you, my man.
long way away. So now we're going to that beautiful feather here. And I'm going to get, I'm just going to move all the stuff without any black out of the way. Because this is a long upper wing, I want all the really long fibers. I don't really need all these short guys. So I'm just going to get those long ones, pull them off, and I'm going to do the same on the other side. Match them up. Match up those tips. Pinch and pull off the stem. And now I'm going to just place this right on top. And I want them to be as long as I can. It'll take me back to about here.
That's a beautiful fly, Scotty. It's coming together nice, man.
Thank you.
It
All right,
looks
couple
good.
good turns. I'm just gonna spread that out with my thumb a little bit before I really lock her down, just so that we create that splay. Couple good turns, lift that tip up, couple in front underneath, and we'll get rid of this tag. Now you can see why we left so much room at the head of the fly, because that bucktail really takes up a lot of room. And we have just one more feather to go, which is this premium neck hackle. Nice bright orange stuff. And I'm just going to get rid of some of this downy part and that really thick part of the vein of the feather. And we're going to tie that in, and this fly is almost done. So that tag's locked in. I'm just going to give it a quick little palmer by pulling the fibers down and to the inside of the feather. You see how nice and long those are. I'm going to try not hit the camera, so every time I go around, just bringing those back. Nice, tight, close wraps. To finish off this fly. What's nice about that premium neck is it's pretty sparse. Like they're really light feathers. A couple of trapping turns. Yep, I trapped it. Pull everything back. Lock it all in there. And get rid of this tag. Now we just got to clean up that head and we are done. So if you're going to use that nice UV color stuff, that would be a good time to, or a good way to finish it. I'm going to swap threads here. I'm just going to do one quick whip finish. And I'm just going to put a little bit of a red where it was. redhead on this thing.
Who doesn't like a nice redhead?
Ah, they're fiery.
I love them redheads. I'm a redhead sucker.
So this is probably one of my favorite ones that I finish off with. It's Danville's 70 denier waxed red. I like finishing my flies with this stuff.
Holds really nicely, right?
Yeah. Just get rid of that tag. It's a really good color. Looks really good once you've put the solar res on it too. Really pops. It's a really nice red color. I'm just going to clean up that head. Quick little whip finish, and we are done ski. Ooh! Hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
Wow.
I went to tie my my last knot there, and it just snapped the thread. That's all right. Where's my handy toothbrush gone? There it is. And then I just like brushing through.
Well, you had one on today, huh?
Yeah. But wait, yeah, if you break off that last knot, it's going to come undone. It doesn't hold.
Yeah. That's
So
why-
unless you
Solar res.
solar res it,
Head
yeah,
snapped or something.
something, it's going to end up coming undone in no time. But that is your finished fly. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
John Bixler says, great looking pattern. That it is. That it is.
That it is. It's going to be a fun one to
You got
fish.
another one for us tonight, or what are you doing, Scotty?
No, that's all I came ripping right from work,
You
so
got,
I
you
just
got
got the one.
1,100 people watching you right now that are hungry for some more.
Oh, maybe next week I'll be able to do two. I really want to do it. I want to do a dry fly, and maybe I'll have two. I'll go back to Longhorn. I might have two missing
Let's have a
teeth.
look. You still got. Oh, you're still missing that. Here,
Is it
let's
still
go.
missing? I think I'm going to be missing this tooth for a while.
Yeah, you might be.
Ugh.
Yeah, we're having dental issues.
We're having dental issues. Yeah. And are we back up now?
Yeah, we're up top.
Oh, we're up top. All right.
We were talking about it, and I was like, man, we're not seeing it because we're on the bottom.
The fly was hiding it.
Yeah.
So
In case they missed what the whole missing the tooth is, you got to watch the show.
you got to go and plug into Scotty Holmes's and the Purple Spey.
Purple
what-
Spey, yeah.
That's what you tied? Purple
Yeah.
Spey, really awesome fly. So go check that out if you missed that one. Zach did a really good fly tonight too.
Yeah.
I know when I get home, because I didn't get to see it, so when I get home I'm going to be plugging into that one and finding out what he tied tonight, but it's usually top notch. And then you got this lovely pattern. So that's 3 for you to do this week. And then join us next week where we're going to come up with a whole other batch of flies to do.